Hello my beautiful lights and welcome back to the channel. If you can hear me clapping, I use my hands to speak. I'm a master in energy, so it's part of me, so excuse me if you can hear me clapping and moving my fingers. It is part of the transition. Actually, it's the energy you'll feel. Now, the angels and I connected this morning and we wanted to discuss and speak to you about 2026 and what we're leaving behind in 2025. So 2025 has been the purification year, for the collective, for the entire collective, which is why we need to speak about this. The patterns that have been dissolving within you, the old emotional contracts that no longer match your frequency, and the final droplets. Why do I want to say droplets? Emotion, okay. Around the self-doubt is falling away, relationships and connections that can't hold the light to carry you any further, and the outdated timelines that you were tied to for survival, not expansion. It's been a year of closing those karmic loops, and 2026 doesn't carry those signatures at all. So it's very, very exciting about what's to come. And I'm going to go into detail, my beautiful lights, of the monthly pattern and what you're going to expect energetically, okay, when you're moving through this frequency. So as we stand at the edge of one cycle ending and another rising, the energy around us is shifting with force, and you can feel it in your bones, can't you, my beautiful lights? 2025 has been the clearing, the shedding, the stripping back to the truth. It's like getting back to your very, very bones. It's your very core of self. And now, right now, you're stepping into a timeline that vibrates with possibility, power, and pure alignment. It's the moment where the old world falls away. This is the moment the new frequency takes the lead. Now, this transition will be happening until approximately March, just to let you know, but it's moving through. So we're walking through a doorway between who we once were and who we're here to be. So it's very, very exciting. When we step into 2026, it's the build year. It's the year of embodiment, structure, and the expansion without weight. And it feels sort of like this solidification. Is that even a word, angels? It's sort of this solidification, I don't even know if that's a word, of you and your pure power. It's sort of that clarity you have around, which enables you to be in this divine alignment with opportunities that match your energy. It's sort of the light keeper's passage, the community growth, the increased magnetism that your field is holding. It's becoming unshakable, and the timeline, it feels similar and lighter but more direct. It's the great remembering. So 2025 was the shedding, and the 2026 is the arrival. So let's start with December 2025, because we're currently in the final reset frequency. It's the last clearing wave that's moving through us, where your truth will rise, the old cords fall away, and you gain this razor sharp clarity about what cannot follow you into this new cycle. So it's a month of internal realignment, as we spoke about, my beautiful lights, where the closures happen and the sudden haha moments, you'll have these epiphanies. It will come into this sort of release to upgrade. The vibration is truth, endings, and preparation. You're in this preparation energy of self, because when you're prepared energetically, you can walk through life with that fire in your soul. So your focus is to simply simplify your field during December of 2025. Now, when we move into January 2026, this is the activation, okay? It's a spark month. You're stepping into 2026 with a palpable sense of momentum. One decision or download early in the month becomes the seed to the entire year. You're going to get this divine download of clarity on how you need to move through it. It will spark this energy within you. So it's like the ignition key. That's the theme of January 2026. And the vibration we're sitting with here is forward motion. It's that momentum building up within you. Now, the focus you want to work upon is the beginning of the new path. It's taking your first steps, my beautiful light. Your first step into this new frequency. It's a new spark is what I'm feeling here. Now, February 2026 is that visibility. Energetically, we're talking about eyes on you, doors open, people, opportunities. They're talking about collaborations, and this pathway in front of you becomes illuminated. It's that sense of direction for your soul. So this month amplifies you, your work, and your presence. Again, we're talking about the momentum build. It's not instantaneous as things are in the 3D. This isn't an energy. Remember, energy moves first, matter will come second. Now, the theme of the month in February 2026 is expansion. It's expansion of your soul. The vibration is attraction of all kinds. It's the magnetism of energy that you're carrying, and the focus is allowing yourself to be seen. This is the great reveal. When we speak about the great reveal, allowing yourself to be seen, this can be by the universe, this can be by energy. It's allowing the old to fall away so you stand in your divine power and sovereignty. When we move into 2026, this is the acceleration cycle. The pace will increase, but it feels effortless. This is flow energy. When you're getting these downloads, when you're getting this information energetically, you will be in flow frequency. Nothing is forced, nothing is pushed. Your creative energy will flow, and they're strong. The universe meets you quickly because it's this co-creation of heart, soul, and mind, which is amazing. And the results will start showing in March. Now, the theme behind March is the momentum. Again, it's still building. Obviously, energy is continuously building, and it's continuously adapting, changing, and it's pretty awesome because I can feel it. And we're talking solar plexus frequency here because I can feel it right in my solar plexus. So it's that fire, okay? So the vibration, again, is the magnetism. You are going to be drawing this energy into you. And this is because the fire is lit, okay? So it's like moths to a flame frequency. And it's sort of, you draw this energy in and you're running with the flow of energy. That's the focus. Run with the flow. And that is your March. Now, moving into April, which energetically for us in our world is our new year, if you like. End of March into April, into Aries season is the start of the astrological new year. So that's how we see it. This is the true new year. That's why I call it the new year. So the April 2026 is the true new year. Your energetic new year. It's the rebirth portal. It's the moment where everything clicks into place. The identity shift that we've been speaking about, and the angels have been completely putting in the vibration on a weekly basis right now, is complete. So the theme of this month in April is the arrival. The vibration is that renewal of the soul. It's that freedom of self that you feel. And I'm dancing as I say this, my beautiful lights. It's that freedom of your soul. You feel free. You feel energized. You're in that spring type frequency, this rebirth. It's amazing. And you're stepping into your next expression, which is absolutely wonderful. Now, May happens, and this is the integration. You're anchoring the new version of yourself and you're rooting it down. Your routines, your offerings, they start to stabilize in your 3D world, and it's very exciting. And you begin to feel this spaciousness in your timeline in a positive form. We're not talking void frequency. We're feeling free. We're feeling elated. We're feeling wonderful. It's beautiful. It's that divine embodiment. That's the theme here. The vibration is actually ease. It just flows. And the focus is living in that upgrade. So this is when your 5D and above experience comes down into your 3D world. and it just invites you to live your best life. Hello, angels. In my ears, both sides, we've got a divine masculine and feminine energy at the same time. That talks about the divine balance of you, which is why it's working with the vibration ease. It's the living upgrade, and that's taking place in May. So you move through that cycle, as I said at the beginning, and that's the frequency that I was feeling. Now in June 2026, it's that creativity sort of blossoms and everything begins to bloom. You know, Gaia shows her beautiful, beautiful flowers, and this is the month for contentment, ideas, channeling, and creativity. You know, things you've been holding inside come out clearly. It's that beautiful birth of frequency. This is Empress energy in June. You know, she holds this glorious flower. I can see I can see the Empress in my mind's eye holding this beautiful flower, and it's like the forever unfolding rose. You know, the theme is expression, the vibration is flow, and the focus is creating what feels true to you, because what feels true to you is your divine blueprint. It's how you express yourself. It's that complete self-acceptance which you've been journeying through, which is absolutely wonderful. Now, July 2026, expansion of reach, right? Your work starts moving further than you ever expected. You know, there's growth in it in every single direction, within the community, within opportunities, and it opens up to a wider field. And that's the energy. Now I'm seeing, hello angels, now I'm seeing this beautiful golden field. What is it? Wheat? It's just blowing in the wind. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the flowers are yellow. Well, what are the flowers? A mix of buttercups, and they're just beautiful yellow. It's all golden. It's all golden. Golden. July is going to be golden, and it's the theme behind this is the amplification. The vibration is confidence, which is why the golden yellow came in. You know, it's that confidence within you, and the focus is sharing this frequency with others. You'll feel this build within you where you have that confidence in order to share your vibration. Now August comes in, and this is the breakthrough. This is Lionsgate. Lionsgate energy to me personally was my great awakening. It's when I really came online, and Lionsgate shifts our frequency. It's your shift of identity, your income in the 3D realm, the visibility, and your mission moving forward. Something lands and something massive will click in August. A breakthrough you've been building towards. Oh, I can feel the fire rising. We're going from root to sacral to solar plexus all the way up to the heart now. That's amazing. So the theme here is upgrade. As you can, you know, it's going up my body. It's an upgrade of energy. It's a vibration of strength. And the focus here is stepping into your power fully. Wow, stepping into your power fully. I'm getting very excited channeling this energy. So September 2026 is all about alignment, baby. So a calm but aligned month is taking place. There's no noise, there's no struggle. You sort of operate from your highest intuition with this ease and grace. It's absolutely beautiful. You know, you'll have these moments like I do, my beautiful collective, where you'll get this information with just clarity. It's beautiful. And the download, you know, for years, and I want to speak about this, I got muddy sort of energy frequency come through, and I'd get one word and I'd see something in my mind's eye, and then I had to sort of piece it together. But as the energy within you grows, you gain that greater sense of clarity, and you'll find it easier and easier. But as we've spoken about, it's still a practice, and you have to practice to get there. You know, it's a daily practice, just like meditation is a practice for self. It's beautiful. You're opening up to your highest state of consciousness, which allows the line of energy to be cleared, because you're forever clearing. Remember, we're in a cycle of frequency. So things come into our 3D world, we have to clear that energy out in order to replenish our energetic field, as we've spoken about. So September is the aligned month. It's balance, it's that temperance frequency, it's clarity, it's refining your direction. And you just know. It's the great knowing is what I'm going to call September of 2026. Now, October comes in, new pathways, new projects, that offerings, or life chapters begin to form. It's sort of a new chapter in your story, which is very, very exciting. And it feels like a second activation in October. When I say that, it's like you're online, you're going through this process, you're growing, but this second frequency of activation, blue light energy, 2 seconds, and they say ADHD should be medicated. I tell you what, it's beautiful. I can see, I can feel and talk all at once. Blue light frequency, we're moving through energy. So it's a month, it's like a second activation of the year. And the second activation is this upgrade of you. The theme here is there's an opportunity coming in October. So this new pathway, and it's this discovery, which is really exciting. It's opening a lid of a box in a positive way. What are you going to find? It's like a surprise and a discovery all in one. So the focus here is opening new doors, new horizons, and this new chapter is coming into play in October 2026. Now, November 2026 is consolidation. You begin to see the full fruits of the year's work. It's that stability, it's harvest season, and it's very exciting. Stability is there, structure and a deeper grounding will come through. It's sort of the harvest month. It's when you go into your golden field and you take all of that wheat and you cut it back, ready for your harvest, which is why we see it. And it's absolutely wonderful. So you get that combine harvester out and off you go. So the theme here is the completion. It's the vibration of gratitude you hold within your mind, body and spirit. And the focus is sort of strengthening what you've built and building that momentum up further. But again, there's no push. You're in flow frequency. It's ease, it's grace, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Now, December 2026 is the celebration and reflection time. A soft landing. You look back on how far you've traveled emotionally, spiritually, creatively, and physically. This is huge. It's all of it. It's sort of like a sense of pride. It's a completion, an expansion. The theme of December 2026 is sort of closing the door on the old, and you've opened a new door to a new vibrational frequency, which brings this deep sense. And the vibration I'm feeling here is fulfillment, and the focus is sort of been preparing you for this next chapter. So the next 4 months that we're focusing on here is the liminal gate, December to March. This is the window, so important. So the December is the release, the download. This is the preparation that we've been speaking about, the December to March. So it's the last clearing. You and the universe are finalizing your internal alignment. So expect sudden clarity, sudden endings, sudden openings. January, your first steps, your first activation. The new timeline switches on. The momentum is immediate. A choice or a project you make early January becomes the foundation of the whole year. So remember that, my beautiful lights. Then we go into February. I'm just giving you a little bit of quick clarity here. Visibility and opportunities, connection, invitations, opening, and this creation that just flows so easily. Your work begins to align with a bigger field. And then March, the final sort of month before we start our spiritual new year, everything stabilizes into form. And this is when the new life starts feeling like the normal life. By March, you're operating in a frequency that you used to pray for. And that's absolutely amazing. So 2026 is dynamic. So as we close the chapter of 2025, let it fall away with gratitude and honour. Every lesson, every release, every single integration of frequency you've gone through, and then you can step into 2026 boldly, fully and unapologetically you. This is your expansion year. This is your arrival year. This is the year your soul takes the wheel and the universe meets you with open arms, my beautiful lights. The path ahead is alive. The energy is rising, and you are ready. Let's walk into this new timeline together, my beautiful lights. And so it is, and so it already is. Wowzers. Thank you, angels. My goodness. Can you feel the excitement? We're talking about electricity just this week. And it's that building up. You can feel it in your frequency, can't you? It's absolutely phenomenal. So 2025, I'm quite happy, as I'm sure many of you are, to say goodbye to 2025 and welcome in 2026. And you can feel this movement and this momentum and this frequency building inside your energy vessel, the vessel of your heart. Hello, angels. What do you want to say? What did I miss? Bear with me, my beautiful lights. Okay, absolutely. So my beautiful lights, we're going to do an affirmation. So we're going to take our frequency from 2025 into 2026. You can listen to this, you can take notes, you can, absolutely return to this frequency and feel the energy. We're talking about energy, frequency and vibration. We're going to take our frequency through with this beautiful affirmation. So if you like to place your hands upon your heart, close your eyes if you're not driving or operating machinery. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, and say this with me with fire in your soul and love in your heart. As I step out of this year and into the next, I release everything that no longer aligns with who I am becoming. I rise into 2026 with clarity, confidence, and an open heart. I trust my path, I trust my power, and I trust the timing of my life. I am ready to be seen, to be supported, to be expanded. I walk forward with purpose. I walk forward with strength. I walk forward as my true self. 2026, I'm ready. Let the new energy begin. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is, and so it shall be, my beautiful lights. That's your message from the angels and I. And until next time, my beautiful lights, with love always. Bye-bye for now.